The headlines. Presidency says two trending fiscal policy documents in circulation are still proposals and have not been approved by President Bola Ahmed Tinubu. Four Saudi-bound pilgrims have been arrested by operatives of the National Drug Law Enforcement Agency. Federal government launches climate justice ambassadors. Welcome to the news bulletin on Ombudsman Radio Nigeria. My name is Damilola Babalola. Now the news in detail. The presidency has said two trending fiscal policy documents in circulation are still proposals and have not been approved by President Bola Ahmed Tinubu. It also reiterated that the fuel subsidy regime has ended and the government's position on fuel subsidy has not changed since President Tinubu's declaration on 29th May 2023. The presidency also added that there is no 5.4 trillion naira being provisioned for it in 2024 as being widely speculated and discussed. It was reported that the document titled Inflation Reduction and Price Stability Order 2024 and Accelerated Stabilization and Advancement Plan surfaced on the internet on Tuesday following the meeting between the Minister of Finance, Wale Edun, and President Tinubu at the State House in Abuja. In a statement on Thursday, the Special Advisor to the President on Information and Strategy, Bayo Onanuga, said the two documents are not official and still subject to reviews at the highest level of government. The House of Representatives on Thursday resolved to investigate the alleged fraudulent allocation of title documents to some real estate developers before the appointment of Nyesom Wike as the Minister of the Federal Capital Territory. The resolution of the House followed the adoption of a motion of urgent public importance moved by the member representing Karu Kefi Kokona Federal Constituency, Nasarawa State, Mr. Jonathan Gbefui. Moving the motion, a member of the Social Democratic Party, Gbefui, noted that before the appointment of Wike by President Bola Tinubu in August 2023, several title land documents in the FCT were issued to some real estate developers in a highly suspicious manner. He wondered if the Director of Lands or any official of the Federal Capital Territory Development Administration issued the rights of occupancy purportedly in the name of the Minister of the FCT at the period when the office of the minister was vacant, have the legal right or authority to do so. The Nigerian primary, secondary and tertiary institutions may soon have new curricula following the adoption of the motion on the floor of the House of Representatives during plenary on Thursday. This is a sequel to the House resolution on a motion titled Review of the Nigerian Curriculum for Primary and Secondary Schools in line with current global market needs and contemporary realities, moved by a member of the People's Democratic Party from Osun State, Bamidele Salam. Leading the debate, Salam noted that Nigerians' traditional curriculum for primary and secondary schools faces challenges compared to advanced nations of the world. He argued that while the curriculum equips students with the knowledge, it prioritizes rote learning over practical skills like critical thinking and problem solving, which are very crucial in the current labor market. The House, following its resolution, urged the Federal Ministry of Education, in conjunction with state ministries of education, to conduct a comprehensive review of the curriculum across primary, secondary, and tertiary institutions. 4 intending pilgrims have been arrested by operatives of the National Drug Law Enforcement Agency, NDLEA, while attempting to ingest wraps of cocaine ahead of their flight scheduled for Wednesday. Director Media and Advocacy, NDLEA, Femi Babafemi, in a statement in Abuja on Thursday, said the arrest following a raid by the operatives at Emerald Hotel, Oshodi, Lagos State, where some of the intending pilgrims were lodged. Suspects arrested after the operation include 31-year-old Usman Kamoruddin, 46-year-old Olasukomi Owolabi, 38-year-old Fatai Yekini, and a lady, Anyela Kemi, who is 34 years old. The four suspects were lodged in 2 rooms of the hotel where they had prepared 200 pellets of cocaine weighing 2.20 kilograms to swallow when they were busted by the NDLEA. The chairman and chief executive officer of the agency, Brigadier General Mohammed Marwa, said the agency will continue to track, trace, and arrest criminal elements who hide under the guise of pilgrimage to tarnish the image of the country. He added that the agency will synergize with its counterparts in Saudi Arabia to ensure that the designated recipients of the seized illicit drug consignments are traced and dealt with accordingly. We will be back after the short break. Keep listening.
You're listening to Ombudsman Radio. Don't touch that dial.
Welcome back from that break. You're still listening to the news bulletin on Ombudsman Radio Nigeria. In a bid to strengthen efforts in combating climate challenges nationwide, the federal government has officially inaugurated the Oxfam Nigeria Climate Justice Youth Ambassadors. The inauguration took place during a ceremony in Abuja held in collaboration with Oxfam Nigeria and various development agencies to mark the World Environment Day. During the ceremony, the Minister of Environment, Malam Balarabe Lawal, urged the ambassadors to remain steadfast in their mission, reiterating the government's unwavering commitment to sustainability and emphasized the significance of this year's theme, land restoration, desertification, and drought resilience. The inauguration ceremony also featured an Environment Day school quiz competition, with junior secondary school Jabi emerging as the winner. The initiative aims to encourage the Federal Ministry of Environment to adopt the environmental and climate change education as a priority, with the ultimate goal of fostering a climate-conscious generation and establishing environment clubs in Nigerian schools nationwide. The federal government's ban on the export of liquefied petroleum gas, popularly called cooking gas, has led to a crash in the cost of the commodity from about 1,500 naira per kilogram to around 900 naira per kilogram, LPG dealers stated on Wednesday. Cooking gas dealers under the aegis of the Nigerian Association of Liquefied Petroleum Gas Marketers disclosed this during a courtesy visit on the Minister of State for Petroleum Resources, Gas, Ekperikpe Eko, in Abuja. Speaking at the meeting, the gas minister on Wednesday in Abuja commended Eko for the courage in ordering the domestication of all LPG produced within the country, stressing that the policy resulted in the reduction and stabilization of the product price in the domestic market. The United Nations Secretary General Antonio Guterres has called for the ban of fossil fuel advertising to combat climate change. He criticized coal, oil, and gas corporations as godfathers of climate chaos who have deceived the public for decades. Guterres argued that the same should apply to fossil fuels, as tobacco advertising was banned due to health threats. Data from the EU's Climate Service confirmed that global temperatures are increasing and heat records are falling, with each of the past 12 months setting a new global temperature record. These high temperatures were driven by human-caused climate change, although they were boosted by the El Nino climate phenomenon. The World Meteorological Organization, WMO, reported that last year was the hottest on record, and the record could fall again as soon as this year. Leading scientists report that the rate of global warming caused by humans has continued to increase, and that ongoing high emissions of warming gases mean the world is moving closer to the breaching symbolic 1.5 Celsius warming mark on a global, longer-term basis. To address this issue, the UN Secretary General has called for more rapid political action on climate change and a clampdown on the fossil fuel industry. And finally, on sports, the Manchester United has initiated legal proceedings against the Premier League over its rules regarding the valuations of sponsorship deals. The club is challenging the league's associated party transactions (APT) rules, which requires sponsorship and commercial deals involving companies associated with the club owners to be independently assessed for fair market value. To enable fairness, the APT rule was introduced in December 2021 to prevent clubs from inflating their revenue through deals with connected entities. However, the 2023 and 2024 Premier League winner, Manchester City, claims these rules are unlawful and discriminatory, arguing that they have caused the club financial harm by limiting its sponsorship opportunities. A legal document reportedly 165 pages long outlines City's argument that the APT rules violate UK competition law. And this is the size of the news bulletin for this moment. But before we go, here's a recap of our major stories. Presidency says 2 trending fiscal policy documents in circulation are still proposals and have not been approved by President Bola Ahmed Tinubu. 4 Saudi-bound pilgrims have been arrested by operatives of the National Drug Law Enforcement Agency. Federal government launches climate justice ambassadors. Don't forget to follow us on all our social media platforms. We are on YouTube and Facebook at Ombudsman Radio Nigeria, and on X at Public Complaints Commission, Ombudsman Radio Nigeria. You can also drop your comments on WhatsApp using 070-7337-4504. I'll take that again, 070-7337-4504. On behalf of the production team of Ombudsman Radio Nigeria, thank you for listening. My name remains Damilola Babalola. Bye for now.
My name is Abimbola Yusuf, Chief Commissioner, Public Complaints Commission. Please stay tuned. There's more to come.